let's go. Keep it quick.
Such a pretty song. Shh. Listen.
A sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought. The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
What? I will have your head, Harpy!
It's bright.
I'm heating up. Down the hatch.
They're gone. Now there's just Mole. She'll be so mad. I didn't get the gold from the nest. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
That scamp reminds me of myself when I was a nipper. Always getting into trouble. Straight and narrow was a boring road to walk, my friend. One time, my parents denied me a kitten, so I summoned myself a Tressim. Ah, dear old Tara. Beautiful creature. Benefits of a wizard's education, you see. Of course, my considerable talent didn't hurt either. Well, that depends on who you ask, I suppose. I may have summoned things rather more exotic than a winged cat. There was that Magma Mephit once. Nice fellow, we kept in touch. Of course, in walked the housekeeper, screaming, yelling, panic, and before you know it, fire everywhere. Anyway, I'm glad we got that boy out of his predicament. Poor lad would have been harpy feed if it wasn't for you.
Soldier?
Watch the shadows. A quick rummage. Let's see what those harpies were hoarding.
Well, well, well.
Don't touch me. Yes, let's.
Laser, have you ever done a good deed just for the sake of it? Not exactly, but you answered my question.
That might be worth a look.
Can a squiddy go solo, Lae'zel? You know, break free of their master.
Renegades are rare, but not unheard of. A geich gone astray is no less dangerous for it, and its head no less valuable.
Would that we could speak freely, my Ursine friend. Alas, I've never learned to converse with your kind. Yes, I'm quite aware.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Fine.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Messing with our business. Yeah? You took advantage of Mattis. Now, you're going to pay for it. Nobody messes with my family. I'm all they've got. Is that right? Fine. You get one more chance. We're done here. Get lost! Never see us coming.
What's the story?
You're not supposed to be here.
Over there.
Fighting's getting away. If we left, we could at least make a run for it. Yes, I see. And is that...
I'm sleeping. Huh? What's that?
Understand?
Get out!
The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it. You claim victory over the squirrel, though you're not sure why you were fighting to begin with.
Feel like we're being watched.
Shall we cut and run? Shall we? Really?
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Oh man, a soul coin. Won't mind getting my hands on that.
Why, thank you, dread slayer of bugbears. You shall live forever in my memory. Now take my regards back to that pouting Irenes and leave me alone. Then our interests barely intersect. I'm sure there are other bugbears to kill. Best of luck finding them.
Be very, very quiet. Let's keep to the shadows. Let's have a rummage.
Crime can pay, but not.
Don't be shy.
Would have been breathing my last if you're so thank you. From Hellspawn to Angry Druids, I'm definitely buying my way to Baldur's Gate.
Tread lightly. Like a wraith. A very penetrable pocket. There. Go.
He always knew what to say. When I was homesick. He never let it show, but he was homesick too. He didn't deserve this.
These tieflings prove fragile. I've a mind to end their misery myself.
Harsh. Remind me to stay on your good side.
You were never on my good side.
All right. Well met. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need. Sylvanas.
We're exposed now.
Looking for steel? I have, well, something close.
True.
Feels like we're all waiting to die.
Swing and swivel and wait. Wait. No lunch!
Show me again? Not now. We're working. Remember?
Come on!
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
Try greasing palms. These things over. Yes, I see.
All right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger. We will speak soon enough. First, judgment must be passed. The parasite eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
Silence. I answer only to mistress.
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
That woman has more venom in her heart than a snake in its fangs. But at least the child is safe. What is youth if not a time to be forgiven for one's transgressions? Ha! And you don't? You're wholly without vice or sin, or the occasional lapse in judgment? No. You don't strike me as quite that boring.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural shows druids claiming the grove in the name of the old oak, Sylvanus, god of nature.
Go on. Say it. You think I'm a monster?
Monster? Too kind. A demon, more like.
Yes, you would say so. I know your kind. You see only villains and victims. A viper bears her fangs defending her brood. I call her mother. You call her monster. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanus, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders. She stole the idol of Sylvanus during prayer, and interrupted the rite. Why? I don't know or care. I am First Druid now. I protect the Circle, whatever the cost. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to the Tiefling leader. Zevlor, he's called. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike. You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
This will all be over. The ritual's almost finished. What if they tried to steal from us?
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle. A tragedy prevented. Nothing befitting a child. Nothing befitting any of our world's creatures. We've let a snake replace our leader. She will see the tieflings driven out, or worse. Master Halsin. Perhaps goblin called, perhaps dead. He'd set Mistress Korga back in line. Hold her to task, stop this damned ritual. More will die if the rite is finished. So many more, sent into a world gone mad. Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves. Would you? I would give anything to see Halsin return home. Sylvanus' blessing upon you, and my gratitude as well. Halsin is an elf with the presence of a bear. He left west with the adventurers. You won't mistake the first druid for anyone else.
That mural, they look like dark justiciars.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Vis medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? Just be glad my bedside manner's better than yours. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired round the eyes, maybe. A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole. That's a serious condition. Come. Follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
There's something in that vessel.
This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. No. That was Master Halsin. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
I'd like to stay, if it's all the same.
All right. Let's see what we can do. It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
I want to help you, but I can't unless you work with me. So, has anything unusual happened to you? Nothing? You're sure? Protected from on high. Sounds like the drow. Master Halsin said he was tougher than he had any right to be. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. Swear it. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
If we do start to turn...
What's that?
Another stranger come to vex me. What will you do? Hunt me? Grab my tail? Shout until my head hurts? No, wait. You smell fresh. Safe. You can stay, if you must.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta. I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
I can't help feeling Will got off lightly. The wrath of the hells is second only to the wrath of the heavens. Having a devil in our camp will certainly make things interesting. Never a dull day, is there?
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. The one little question that put me out of house and home. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
The Blade of Frontiers in the guise of a devil. I'd remark on the irony, but I'd hate to waste the breath. Still, it took guts to defy that petty patron of his. The Blade's sting is real. I expect I am your first. Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake. It was an observation, not a compliment. No matter. I do not intend to stay long in this place.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
Let's hope for gold.
There's something underneath here. with haste.
Go for the throat.
Creator, destroyer.
I am fury. I am death.
Ah! 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 Let's have some courage. Magnificent.
Victory awaits. You bow or you break.
Mistra Rill. The blade will not bend. 2 steps at a time.
Make it hurt. Moving. That's curious.